Hello, great people. Welcome back to my kitchen. You've tuned in for another edition of Cooking with Love, and I'm Chef Green. Today, I'm gonna share with you how I prepare my butter beans with okra. And because a subscriber has requested that I show how to make rice, since I make rice to go along with that dish, I'm going to incorporate that into this video as well. So it'll be a two-in-one. Okay, so what we have here are the smoked meats that I use to cook, that I'm gonna use to cook my butter beans with. Okay, so this is a smoked pigtail, this is smoked ham hock, and these are 2 smoked neck bones. I normally do one and one, but I will only have one other neck bone, so I was like, might as well throw it in. And so I'm gonna cover those with water and boil them for a little while to get that first nasty film off, and then I'll change the water and boil them again to cook them to get done. And I'm sure it's going to take me probably about, these smoked meats normally take about an hour and a half to cook to tender. So I'm gonna boil this on high, and then we'll be back. What we have here are, I have already measured out 4 cups of rice, and I have 8 cups of water. And what I like to use is parboiled rice. It's pretty simple. I use regular long grain rice, but parboiled is much easier. I love the way it stays separated. It's, if you've ever used or seen Uncle Ben's rice, parboiled rice kind of has that same texture when it's done. Okay, so the water's about to boil, and once it starts to boil, now I've had 2 different I noticed 2 different sets of instructions. This particular brand of parboiled says that I boil the water first and then put the rice in after rice and salt and butter if you want, and afterwards. But and then there's another one that says to incorporate all the ingredients at once, which I would have the measured out water, the rice, and the salt and butter, whatever, if you want to add that, that'll all be in there at once. So just be sure to see what it says, because every other parboiled rice, that except for this one that I'm using now, every other parboiled rice has instructed me to put everything there at once. So because this one says to do it this way, I'm gonna follow instructions. So yeah, once this will give the, because they say a watched pot never boils, so we're gonna stop watching it and give it a chance to boil. Okay, our water has started to boil, and I've already added the salt, and so now we're gonna add in the rice. Give it a nice little stir. And we'll cover it and wait to see, like, once it starts to boil again, we'll turn it down to low heat and let it simmer for 20 minutes. I like how that cornbread looks. Now you talking already sampled. That thing good. Okay, we'll be back when the rice is ready. 20 minutes. Oh, this is about rice. I went past the 20 minutes and the rice still turned out good. It was 24 minutes that this rice cooked. Be sure to add at least 4 teaspoons of salt so that it doesn't taste bland, because it will. And I just want to show you like how the rice is after being cooked. So, not coming. But you don't want to go past, I did 24 because I was caught up doing something else. But you don't want to go past 25 minutes when cooking rice. If you still have water in your rice after the 25-minute mark, I suggest pouring it into a colander and letting the rest of it drain off. And then run some cold water on over the top of it so that you shock it so that it doesn't continue to cook from the heat that's being held within the grains of rice. So in terms of what you're looking for when cooking these smoked meats, see how my fork can just go through there like that? It's ready to add whatever vegetable you're cooking. So we're doing these butter peas. I'm sorry, butter beans. I'm just saying butter peas, but butter beans because they're 2 different things, and it's a 28-ounce bag. Now I normally cook 2 of these because I have a fairly large size family, and we're just gonna pour these over into the boiling water. Okay, we're gonna pour this bag in. The other bag. There's a bean stuck in the bottom of there. And we're gonna add to this some salt, black pepper, and some accent. Okay. And we're gonna cover it and let it cook. Okay, here's what you guys aren't gonna believe. Well, I'll get to that part. So, we've cooked for about 20 minutes on these butter beans. And I knew I would probably need to add water. And here's the part you guys are probably not gonna believe. Okay, so here's what I made my cornbread in. The scrapings from the cornbread mix is what I'm about to pour into my peas, my beans. I'll add a little bit more water to that. Okay. A little bit more water. And now we'll let it continue to cook. It's cooking up good. Okay, so I like frozen okra in my beans. I'm not gonna add that many because I'll be the only one eating all of it. Well, Julian likes, because I added more water and more, added those frozen okra. I know it's gonna slightly change the taste of my pot here. And I'll add some more black pepper. And I'm probably gonna let this cook for about 15 minutes, just until the okra are done. So we're all ready. Here, everything is nice and ready to eat. You see the thickness of that pot liquor? That comes from adding that little cornbread water in there. But we're already in the okra. I let them cook for about 20 minutes, so that they be nice and done through and through. And I used, of the 16-ounce bag, I used only about maybe half of that, if not quite half. Okay, so I want to serve myself up a bowl of these delicious butter beans and rice. Oh, that looks so good. And most definitely got to get some okra in there. And this is my favorite of the meats. I like ham hocks, but I like the pigtails better. Put a little piece of that in there. Put a little bit more of that juice in there. And let's give it a taste. Okay, we're gonna see how it all turned out. So good. Now the consistency on the beans are perfect with that addition of the cornbread water. I'm telling you, you need to try it. You'll love it. And see how it tastes with a little okra. Get it open already. That's some good country eating right there. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Cooking with Love. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment on this video. Until next time, I'm Chef Green. Bye-bye.